Oh, English time. Hello, everyone. Good night. How's everyone?
Good night, teacher.
Hello. You are there. Very good. Hello, yes.
Hello.
Where's the rest?
Hi, teacher.
Hey,
Hi, teacher.
hello. Mixer, you are very good. Val, excellent. Let's do this. Let's do this. Today, we will continue with our practice, but for this specific class, I want to practice the previous. Okay? So let's remember the previous class with an exercise. Okay? Do you remember what is the question we practiced the last class?
How long?
Excellent, Jessie. Very good. But only how long? We have more, no?
Wait, how? How tall? How
Tall, how long, how what? What else, guys? Let's help.
heavy? How
How
deep?
heavy, very good, Karen. How
How
deep, very
many?
good, Pam. How many, very good, Val, etc. No? All these
Yes.
questions are questions for a, eh, for what? For degree, right? So that is the same thing that we are going to practice today. In this case, we are going to practice using Alexa. Let's imagine you have an Alexa next to you, and this is the answer that you need. If this is the answer, what is the question? Are you ready to build the questions?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
All right. If the answer is the Empire State Building is 1,250 feet high, what is the question? I need a volunteer for this.
What tall?
Okay, can you repeat, Laurita?
How tall?
How tall? Complete.
Yes. How tall is a tower?
What tower?
Empire no. How tall is the Empire State Building?
You are completely correct. You can say how tall or how high. Both
Okay.
answers are correct. Let me modify it here. Tall slash high. Good job, Laurita. Very, very good. The rest, you are going to do the same action that Laurita did. Okay? Next person. This one is easy. Let's see. Caesar, what is the question if Johnny Depp is 57 years old?
How old is Johnny Depp?
Correct. How old is Johnny Depp? You see that it's possible to say how old are you, but also how old is, right? Easy. What about the next? That's a question.
How deep is the Atlantic Ocean?
Easy. Good job. Good job. Next, Mitch. Hey there, Mitch. Okay, Mitch is not there, so let's go with Val Valdez.
Is how heavy is the earth?
Good. Good, good. How heavy is the earth? Perfect. Karen, the moon is 384 400 no 384,400 kilometers away.
It's how wide is the moon?
How what? Can you repeat?
Wide?
White? Like the color?
Ancho? Wide? Wide?
How wide? Okay, but wide exists, but there's no relation with away. What is away?
Large? No.
Okay, we need to practice away.
Yes.
Away is distance. Far,
Oh.
far away. Do you remember Shrek?
Yes.
Away. What is the description for a distance?
Distance? How long?
Incorrect. Long is for time. How long is a
Sorry,
movie?
teacher.
How long
I
is
don't
the...
remember.
Come on, you remember. You remember. This is an easy way. What is the description for a distance?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, come on. Okay, people, help. What is the description for distance?
How far?
Fast.
Very good. The word is how far.
How far? Yes, teacher. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
How far is the moon?
Correct. How far is the moon?
Thanks.
You see?
Yes.
Very good. The next, Jessica Asmore. A cheetah runs at 130 kilometers per hour.
How fast is a cheetah?
Perfect. Tell me, Cesar, there are 13 stars on the US flag.
Mm, how how's how
Okay, before we continue, what is the pronunciation of the question?
how how
Open more. Pronounce
how
the letter A. Ah.
how
Oh, not how. How.
okay how is countable how many stars
Yes.
are on the US flag?
Very good. You are correct. Good job. How many stars are on the US flag? Look at the parentheses. In the parentheses, we have are, parentheses there. Remember, when you are talking about existence, you say there is and there are.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Perfect. And the last one, go, um, go,
How much is a Google Home
exactly. Assist, incomplete.
Assistant?
Exactly. One more time.
How much is a Google Home Assistant?
You are correct. Look at this parenthesis. In this case, we have parenthesis 2. And you have this answer. How much is a Google Home Assistant, or how much is it for? is it for? This is another way to ask for prizes. Any question?
No.
Fantastic. Let's continue with the next topic that I want to cover with you. And today we are going to talk about a new thing that is very important for your comprehension and for your speaking, which is the principles of listening. Okay? If you want to improve your speaking, you need to learn how to copy American people. Learning how to copy American people. There is a very, 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 very close relation with listening and speaking. Actually, it's listening, speaking, and reading. There is a very, very, very close connection with these three abilities. Okay? And the relation is something called phonetics. Let me show you what I mean with this. Mhm. Here we go. There's a relation between reading speaking and listening. Which are the three principal abilities that you need to develop. Because a person, a student, a B1 speaker, an intermediate speaker, dominates speaking, has a very, very good listening, and reads well. The relation in this case is pronunciation. Oh, wait. There we go. Let me change the position of these things because hashtag triangle. There we go. This is the most important thing about listening and speaking and reading and thing. Because if you speak correct, no. Let's start on reading, okay? If you read correctly, you will listen correctly because you will understand the way American people talk. If you don't read correctly, you won't listen and you won't understand. So reading correctly with good pronunciation can help you understand American people. So you need to not imitate, but mimic, exaggerate your English very similar to American people. If you mimic American pronunciation, you will speak very, very well. And with practice and constant practice, you can become fluent. This is the destination. The destination is fluency. Whoops. It's another. That's the other, this one. Destination. Fluency. So, I repeat, if you read correctly, There we go. If you read correctly, and you will understand correctly. Understand correctly. And mimic American pronunciation to speak correctly. And if you speak correctly, you will have fluency in your speech. So you can practice speaking with listening, and you can practice listening with reading, and vice versa. When you read, when you speak correctly, you can read correctly. It's an easy consequence. Do you understand why these three abilities are connected?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Well, where do you think we need to start? At what point do you need to start? What do you think?
Listening, maybe.
Listening is an opinion. That's possible. But I will show you that the start point is in the center.
Pronunciation.
Oh, yes. Your beginning starts in pronunciation. If you pronounce and you practice your pronunciation, you will start dominating the triangle, the three different applications that we are talking about. So the pronunciation is the center and the core, the most important situation that we need to master. And for that, we have our marvelous and wonderful and fantastic. Do you know what I'm talking about? Does anybody know
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
what I'm talking about? What is the pronunciation tool that we use in Mr. Perez teachers English?
With the sounds?
With the sounds, right?
Yes.
You are correct. I'm talking about my marvelous and wonderful and fantastic and beautiful soundboard. Dominate these symbols and your English will be wonderful. Now, we know what is the division of these symbols, no? Are we familiar with these symbols? Who can tell me about these symbols?
The symbols are phonetic. I don't know.
Okay, the symbols are phonetic. What else? What else do we know about this? No one else? You don't have more information about this?
It's for the special sounds for the
Okay.
syllable.
The special sounds of the syllables. I like it. Okay. What else do you know? Okay, that's pretty much it, right? Well, I can help you with that. Don't worry. Here is why we are here. I think that possible if you are new to my course, you are probably doing this face in this moment because they are very strange symbols. And I understand you, don't worry. In the case of Mitch, I understand, don't worry. In the case of Pam, I understand what it is. So I will help you with this, right? There are two different groups in this board, okay? Group number one is the vowel group. Who remembers what's a vowel?
A,
A,
E,
I,
I,
O,
O, U.
U.
Yes, those are the vowels. And these vowels are represented in group number one. Group number two are the consonants.
Creo que perdimos al teacher.
Sí,
Hasta pensé que era yo.
Sí, químico.
manda algo al WhatsApp, ¿no?
Un video, a ver.
Creo que sí, sí, manda WhatsApp.
Hola, ¿qué uso? Se me fue la luz. Denme unos 5 minutitos, a ver si regresa y estoy con ustedes, ¿vale?
Se le fue la luz.
Ok, ok.
Sí, ok.
Hello. Are you
Hello.
there? Oh, yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't worry, teacher.
Thank you very much. Michelle's sticker. It's adorable.
Fault of Trump, teacher.
Yeah, I think it's Mr. Trump over here. Look at this guy over here.
White teacher.
Ah, he's my friend. So beautiful. Oh, look at you. Oh,
Please don't turn my light.
It's that's Carlos Slim's problem. That's why my friend will help. Anyway, consonants, right? Vowel versus consonants. So in the board, you can see three different sections, right? The upper section and the last section are the vowels. The A, the I, the O, the U. All the I, E, O sounds are represented on top and on the bottom. The top are strong vowels, and the bottom are weak vowels. Do you understand what's weak?
Opposite of hard or
Opposite.
strong.
Strong. Mhm. And when it's a weak sound, it's the contrary of a stress. For example, in the word Mexico. In the word Mexico, me is strong and co is weak. Mexico. Well, this is represented on the word like this. Then we have the consonants. And of course, this is the rest of the alphabet. The P, the F, the R, the G, etc., etc., etc. In this moment, you are familiar with the alphabet. No problem, right? But we pronounce the alphabet like in Spanish. And in English, that's incorrect. The alphabet is not phonetical in English. The letter A sometimes is A, sometimes is sometimes is A, sometimes is A, you know. They have different sounds. And you can see these pronunciations in this soundboard. So you need to get familiar with these symbols because the dictionary, the Oxford Learners Dictionary, uses these symbols to represent pronunciation. Look at, for example, the word schedule. The word schedule has this symbol, ske, for the first syllable, and then, oops, the syllable jewel. Schedule. Everybody, schedule.
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 Correct. That's the pronunciation.
Schedule.
If you see another difficult word like January, everybody,
January.
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 January. January.
January, no. January, 4 syllables.
January.
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 That sounds good. That sounds better. And we can understand an American person when we pronounce correctly. If you pronounce January, American people never say January.
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 Exactly, new. That's the most important section that we need to master. The phonetic. That's the secret on pronunciation. Okay. So this is going to be the mission today. Today we need to get familiar with these symbols so we can start reading correctly and speaking correctly for understanding correctly. Okay? I'm going to make a demonstration on the soundboard and then you are going to practice with me. Soundboard. Repeat after me. E.
E.
A.
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 Ear.
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 Air.
R.
Air.
R.
A.
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 Again. E, A,
Ah.
A, U, Ur,
Or.
Or.
O,
Oh.
A,
Ah.
O,
Ah.
I,
I.
I.
R,
R.
Ow,
Ow.
O.
O,
Oh.
O.
Oe,
Oi.
Oi.
Or,
Or.
O,
Oh.
O.
Oh.
Ye,
Yeah.
Lleno, Ye,
Yeah.
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 Ra,
Ra.
Wa,
Wa. Bu. Bu.
Ba, 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 ba. This is difficult. This is difficult. Let me open the soundboard because the next is a little difficult. Attention here. Everybody pronunciation. No vibration. No vibration.
Teacher, don't sound.
¿Lo dice?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay. Action. Come on, everyone. Exactly. Okay. Next. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vibration. Give me vibration. Mosquito. Okay. Next. Shh. Pronunciation. Ga. Ga.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Oh.
Oh.
Close your throat. This is difficult too. This is difficult too. Look at this sound. Exactly. Mhm. Ra.
Ra.
Ra, 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 ra.
Ra.
No ra. Ra.
Ra.
Salero. Oruga. Ra.
Ra.
Okay, better. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Mhm. And the schwa sound. Exactly. This is the soundboard, and you pronounced all the sounds that exist in English. Sounds in English are very different to Spanish. You need different positions than Spanish. So it's not only speaking English, it's also activation of different positions and muscles in your mouth. It's very necessary that you practice with these symbols to get familiar with correct pronunciation. If you pronounce correctly, you will listen correctly. So let's practice the most difficult pairs that exist in English. Okay, let me show you the symbology so we can practice and contrast. Okay, here we are going to contrast E versus E. Everybody listen and repeat.
E.
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 E. E.
E.
E.
E.
Exactly. Mhm.
A.
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 Uh-huh.
Ah.
Okay. So when you pronounce E, A, we need to understand, for example, the difference between these words. Example. Pronunciation, everybody. As.
Es.
S.
Es.
No is.
Es.
Mhm. Pronunciation.
Es.
S.
That's correct. And then the other can be, for example, when you pronounce, let's eliminate this word. Uh, yes. In this word, the pronunciation is different. Jesus. Is this and this. Okay. Pronunciation repeat. As.
S.
Mhm. Easy.
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 Mhm. Easy.
Easy.
Uh-huh. This is not S. I
Easy.
repeat. As.
Es.
S.
S.
Easy.
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 Okay. Then.
Ben.
She.
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 Then.
Ben.
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 Bean.
Bin.
Bean.
Ben.
Mhm. Do you see the difference?
Bean.
Bin. Ben.
It sounds different. Next. Kiss.
Es. Kiss.
Kiss.
Ease.
Kiss.
Mhm. Check.
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 Cheek.
Check.
Check.
This.
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 These.
This.
This.
Oh, yes. That is a difference. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very important to consider the correct pronunciation for the correct conversation. So it's incorrect to say, I have been, is I have been. I have been a teacher for 12 years.
Ben.
So imagine you go with the boss in the office and you say, hey, give me your keys. That's normal. But hey, give me your kiss. Whoa. Whoa. Are you sure? You decide. You take the decision. All right? It's the boss. So it's very, very important to pronounce and make a correct pronunciation for the correct relation, So question. Who volunteers for a mini exam?
Teacher.
Teacher. Come on. You can do this. Mini exam. Volunteers. Okay, one more practice. Mitch, perfect. Okay, Mitch, I can help you a little with pronunciation, okay, with practice. Mitch, pronunciation.
Okay.
Only Mitch, eh? E,
E.
E.
I.
I.
Mhm. E, I, E, I, E, I. Pronunciation. Mitch.
S.
Mhm.
Easy.
Mhm.
Ben.
Mhm.
Bean.
Mhm.
Cast.
Mhm.
Keys.
Mhm.
Check.
Mhm.
Tick.
Mhm.
This.
Mhm.
This.
Excellent. Very good. Easy. Excellent. Does anybody know what is a cheek?
Check. No.
Okay, that's probably a necessary thing. Uh, cheeky baby. Cheeky baby face. Okay, look at probably this. Aha. This section of the baby is a cheek.
Okay.
Mhm. This is a cheek. So there is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song called Dancing Cheek to Cheek. Oh, what a wonderful song. Cheek to Cheek with Ella Fitzgerald recommendation. I will pass you through WhatsApp. Cheek to cheek, dancing, you know, with your love of your life. Such a wonderful song. Anyway, these are cheeks. And check, it's when you pronounce chicken. Chicken. Okay. That's the difference. Comprehension?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Next, volunteer for a mini exam. I think Karen, no? Karen, you volunteered, no?
Yes, teacher.
All right.
Right.
Let's practice, my lady.
Thank-
Just a second. Go. Transition. Start here. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Easy.
Uh-huh.
S.
Mm-hmm.
In.
Uh-oh.
Ben.
S. Exactly. You need to maintain the same pronunciation.
Yes.
And this-
Ben. Pin.
Mm-hmm.
Keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
Chick.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
Oh,
it's
you cannot
and
see?
yes, right now, yes.
Okay.
This is for this.
Uh-huh.
This.
Excellent. No problem. No
Thank-
problem at all. Do you see how important the differences are?
Yes, teacher.
Pronunciation is a very different comprehension. If you pronounce correctly, you will understand correctly. American people will understand you correctly. And everything, the core, the most important section is pronunciation. That's the most important part. After vocabulary and correct structures, of course. Vocabulary
Teacher,
structures are necessary. Yes, Mitch.
sorry. Um, there are words
Mhm,
with double E
mhm.
that we pronounce teenagers. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I
Mhm.
remember my group. And how do you say when is E or when is E?
How to identify, no?
Uh,
To identify the sounds, you only have two possibilities. Your ears, that's the first tool. When you say teenager, color red or color pink? Teenager.
Color red.
Uh-huh. Teenager, 14, 15, 16. Because when you say 60, no. When you say a word that ends in e. Practice. Practice. Pink or yeah, red.
Pink.
Exactly. Pink. Practice. Etc. So your tool is your ears. The second tool for confirmation is the Oxford Learner's Dictionary. When you go to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary and you search for teenagers, you will see a letter I with a little dot. The dot indicates color red.
Teenager.
You see? But if you search for practice, you will see the I with no dot. This indicates color pink. And the pronunciation?
Practice.
Practice, not practice. You see?
Practice.
How to identify? That was my next slide. How to identify a sound? You only have two tools. Number one, your ears. And number two, your Oxford Learner's Dictionary. Those are the two tools you need to dominate your pronunciation. In summary, in a nutshell, the two together is the soundboard. And that's pretty much it. Do you have any question, my people?
No, teacher.
Yeah.
Well, you are ready to go. Tomorrow we are going to compare other words and other pronunciations. And then on Friday, we are going to practice with all the different sounds in a reading, in your first reading. So let's practice. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
All
Yes,
right,
teacher.
say goodbye
You.
to Mr. Baby Trump. And bye-bye.
Teacher.
Good night.
Ooh.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. See you.
See you.